Governor Florio, when you were in office, you announced an all-out assault on unemployment and poverty in Camden. And after hundreds of millions of dollars spent, why is the city still struggling now?
Well, I think it's got to be announced that the Camden's coming back. Camden has turned the corner, and largely as a result of governance. I mean, Camden was not always the beneficiary of a lot of competent, honest government. You had 3 mayors in the recent past have gone to jail. You now have a mayor who is intelligent, who's professional, who's very, very skillful, Mayor Dana Red, and is really leading a renaissance. And we've turned the corner. I'm convinced we've turned the corner, largely as a result of the county and the state. The county of Camden works very collaboratively with the city of Camden, which is not always the case between counties and cities. But they have been very helpful in the police situation. We now have a county police force that is controlling public safety, and that's improved dramatically.
Do you agree with that assessment, Governor Whitman? And certainly back in 2002, the state moved in to intervene in the city of Camden. And leading up to that, during the last years of your administration, were you in favor of the state moving in?
Well, we did a lot. I mean, as I said, probably the least 2, if not 3, of the mayors of Camden that went to jail while I was governor. And that was the thing that was so sad, because the people were being let down by their own elected representatives. During my tenure, we put the state police in because the local police were not doing the job that was needed. We put in the National Guard to tear down housing that was being used for drug dens. I mean, what was really sad was to drive down the streets of Camden at night and to see 1 or 2 lights on and houses where they had bars on the front porch, and you knew that was a family trying to make it. And you'd hear the drug dealers whistle to warn them, the other dealers, the lookouts whistle to warn the dealers that we were coming down the street. And to know that those people were fighting, it was a war zone. And I think it's much better now. The state has put a lot of money in. You've got Rutgers making more investment in there. I was so glad that the Battleship New Jersey ended up there, because I want that. You want Camden to be a center. It can be. It's a terrific location. You've got some wonderful people and strong families there with a long history. They just deserved, for a long time, they've deserved better governance.
How necessary is it for the local residents to be brought into these efforts, to communicate with the people about the changes that are coming and the success of those changes in the end?
Well, Camden has a very good infrastructure for that sort of thing. There's a Cooper Ferry, there's a nonprofit that works there, a number of other nonprofits are there. You've got Cooper Hospital, there's a medical school, you've got Rutgers, you've got Rowan University now has a facility in Camden. So good things are starting to happen.
The city's unemployment rate in 2014, the latest for those figures, was at about 12%. Still a problem with jobs and unemployment in the city. How important is that factor in the revitalization of Camden?
Well, obviously with those numbers, they're not getting enough. And that comes back to a question of bringing the jobs in and education and training people, or putting the support behind training efforts for those who are trying to re-enter the workforce. Community colleges become extremely important in this instance, and we have a very strong community college system, and they have a strong community college there. Need to put more emphasis and more help for people to see their way through to going to community college, and to hopefully encourage, one of the things I think every one of us as governors at different times had different programs called different things that would encourage, through tax incentives or something else, encourage businesses to locate in some of our more troubled or needy areas, and Camden was certainly one of those. But one of the best charter schools we have in the state is in Camden. I mean, you see some really good things coming out of Camden, and hopefully the jobs, the businesses will feel more comfortable as they see that there is good governance, that there is security, that the police are doing the job they need with the county police force, and they'll feel more comfortable in relocating there.
Camden is moving in the right direction. You
Absolutely.
both seem to agree. Governors, thank you very much for sharing your views.
Pleasure.